J. Cole has been teasing the release of the offseason and the fall off for a minute now, but we've actually now kind of gotten somewhat confirmation that the offseason is a project and that it's coming in 2021. So shout out to our boy Colin from Team Dreamville, because he actually put out a tweet that said that the offseason by J. Cole will be the best rap project of the year. And that tweet was actually liked by J. Cole's manager, Ibrahim. And that confirms to us that the offseason is a real project and that it'll be coming in the year, because Colin said the offseason will be the best project of the year. So,
and his manager liked it. Okay. Yeah, I could see the basis off of it, and I like it. But as always, like you got to take this sort of shit with a grain of salt. Artists and management teams are always teasing stuff.
And before we get this going, guys, let us know if you think that the offseason and the fall off will drop in 2021.
So, okay, talking about the offseason first. Let's say it is a project. I think it would probably be a mixtape more than anything. Yeah. And we had done a what to expect on it, but where does he go from here? Because if he is releasing the offseason this year, then does that mean the fall off gets pushed to 2021?
So this is what I think.
To 2020, yeah, 2022.
Yeah, so I think that's exactly what's going to happen. I think the offseason is going to come maybe in the summertime or the fall, and then the fall off's probably going to get pushed to 2022. And then on that checklist that J. Cole, showed on his Instagram, he also had something called It's a Boy. And I'm not sure if that's a project or, if he's expecting another son or something. But, I mean, look, at this point, the fall off could come in 2022, 2023. But I do think that for sure we will get, a Cole project in the offseason this year. How do you feel about that?
I feel good about it. I want to hear a new mixtape from him. I'm always down for new Cole music. And as we had mentioned before, his Tupac song EP, Lewis Street, that had the Climb Back and Lion King on Ice were fantastic. I believe he dropped that back in July, if my memory serves me correct. And it was really, really impressive to see the sort of style that he was going with. It was more J. Cole on a mogul sort of status. It was him explaining more of his mindset. It was a deep introspective look at, where he was at in life. And I'm down, man. And there was also a lot of things saying that, J. Cole's back and he's ready to be hungry again. And we had mentioned that in previous episodes because we were covering all of this stuff because we thought it was going to be, dropping this year, and then the rollouts changed, and then we got shoes.
We thought it would be coming in February.
It's such a fucking lackluster rollout. I don't even know where it's going anymore, so where do you think it's going, and what's the timeline for it if you have to make predictions for it?
Yeah, so I think, like I said earlier, I think the offseason is going to come this year. I think that on that project, J. Cole is just going to remind people of how good of a rapper he is. And that's exactly what he did on the Climb Back, because to me, that was, one of the best showcases of his abilities in a long time. I think that he rapped better on the Climb Back than he did on any song on KOD, because that one was more, concept focused. So I think the offseason is going to come this year. And, the big kind of question too now is, will J. Cole actually retire after the fall off? And I think that he will. And I love the way that he's kind of rolling this out and giving us a timeline of what's left, just because it creates buzz. It's showing us this is really all that's left to J. Cole's catalog.
Yeah, it's nuts that we've narrowed it down to two projects now, and one of them is a mixtape and one of them is a studio album. And obviously we know J. Cole's mixtape game is a bit different than what he releases on his studio albums.
Because he has features on them,
exactly. Right? So let's talk about those features on the offseason. And if it's coming this year, hey, fuck it, we could do a bit of speculation. I think we're getting a Drizzy feature. It's that gut feeling that you get that you're like, okay, it's probably gonna end up happening.
I want to see that Corday feature, man.
Maybe I don't know.
Why not?
I think there's guys in front of him for that.
Really? You think that he's not on the top of J. Cole's list for that?
I'd put JID in front of there.
Yeah, but we already got off these. We've never gotten a Corday.
I know, but
collab.
Is he gonna really give a cosign to a guy that's not signed to his record label? Over a guy that is signed to his record label?
Maybe that's in the plans. I mean, Corday and Jid have been working together, so maybe there's kind of a Dreamville conversation.
But there's so many conversations to have at this point. It's why would you want to put someone on that's not a part of your camp, right? And I know that J. Cole probably keeps a very close eye on him and whatever it is. I don't know their business or their scouting camps or whatever the fuck goes on there. It's pure speculation, but it would make sense to have him on the mixtape. I think he would rather put Dreamville artists in front of that.
That or maybe some OG lyricists. You know what I mean? Maybe you'll get some Rhapsody. Maybe you'll get some Black Thought. Who knows?
He could go that route.
Yeah.
I also think maybe he might do a Spillage Village sort of thing again, where he does maybe Can't Call It Part 2.
Oh, that'd be fire.
Maybe
man.
we get a Can't Call It Part 2. Maybe Baz on there. Baz has to be on there. If that's one feature I want to see over anyone on there, it's Baz. But that's it. That's all I need, and then the rest for me is extra, and then that's whatever I get. And then going into the fall off, it's okay, it's a new studio album, and I think
his last studio album at that, right? That's what it's supposed to be, man. That's what he's saying it'll be.
That's what it's supposed to be.
And I kind of feel bittersweet. I do feel like, you know, when you reach kind of that 5 to 7 albums range, that's a good time to stop. That's a nice, you know, solid
he's gonna
catalog.
have a very solid discography, and based off the material that we're getting now, it looks like he's on the road to deliver potentially 2 classics.
Yeah, and I just can't wait for them. And they're just, like I said, the fact that he's retiring makes these drops so important, and like, it kind of puts pressure on him, but it's a good kind of pressure.
Yeah, but J. Cole's never pressure. J. Cole's going to deliver on his point. And I feel as if there's also a certain amount of unfair criticisms that come with, you know, J. Cole's music. Like, a lot of people, you know, call it boring. They call it slow. They call it unoriginal.
That's the newer generation that kind of can really adapt to his sound. You know what I mean? That's what it comes down to.
I think that's why he still releases music, because he doesn't give a fuck, right? Like,
obviously not.
All of J. Cole's, let's say, criticisms are all completely invalid. Like, there's no way you could call a project like For Your Eyes Only boring. Like, at least in my eyes, like in my subjective opinion.
Yeah.
So I think there's a lot of room for that. And I want to ask you something. Where do you think he goes with the fall off? Because now, like, we had done a prediction video not too long ago. I can't remember when we had done it, but now in March, much different time. Like, you know, obviously he hasn't dropped anything since the time we did it. So what do you think is going to happen now? Has anything changed for you?
Nothing's really changed for me. I just feel like, you know, like I said, the fall off is maybe going to be possibly a continuation of the sort of concepts he was diving into on KOD, because, you know, 1985 is supposed to be the intro track to that. So maybe there'll be a connection from KOD to the fall off, where the fall off really dives deep into, you know, the types of troubles artists can get to, either with labels or with drug consumption. Maybe he'll go further into that, and that would be genius. So I'd be all in for that.
That would be genius. And I'm super excited for this, guys. And guys, let us know in the comment section, when do you think these 2 projects are going to drop? The off season and the fall off, of course. And let us know if you think J. Cole's actually going to retire, or it's just going to be a dupe. Thank you so much, guys, for watching the episode. Listen, we got a lot of stuff going on here at NFR. You guys could join our community by joining our Discord chat. It's absolutely popping. The link is going to be in the bio, guys. And listen, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and the notification tabs. We're doing daily content here at NFR Podcast. Thank you guys for sticking in, and I'll see you on the next one.